remember, it's just jokes. Beware of her trying to bite your penis. Jacko, motherfucking Tchaikovsky.
You slap nipples or anything like that? Flick nipples to get them hard and then suck on them or something like that?
Tommy the Badger. Yeah, 4 times on the trampoline. I loved every second of it.
They're always jokes.
If you had your way, this would be a fucking porno.
What is up, everybody? Just Jokes listeners, episode number 18. Here we are again, best friends in the studio. I am your co-host, Jacko, the young gun Tchaikovsky.
Tommy the Mad Hatter.
Tommy the Mad Hatter. Picture him in a tree. Maybe your bitch's name is Alice. She's looking for Wonderland. Tommy's got her Wonderland. In his pants, in his bed, in his room, under his covers, showing you that glow-in-the-dark watch that is his penis, sending her in a rabbit hole of emotions, of pleasure, just of anything you can think of that is euphoric. How was your weekend, man? You went to the lake with your friend Michael.
It wasn't the lake, it was a farm.
Oh, it was a farm. There was no water there.
Well, there was a lake
on
the farm.
Oh, okay.
It's not the lake, though.
Why?
I don't know.
But when you're there, when you
say the lake, people think it's like an actual lake, like.
Okay, well, when you're there and they're like, hey, you want to go to
Michigan.
the lake, do you know what lake they're talking about?
No.
You don't. So there's several lakes around the property.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can call it a lake. It's more of a pond.
Okay. All right, well, you went to the farm. What did you guys do?
We fished and
Yeah?
drank.
You were there with his family?
Yeah.
Have you been hanging around them like a lot since the quarantine started?
No, I have not.
No. So I guess my question is that there's 30 million people out of work because of a virus, and it's not going to get solved when people are hanging out with new people.
The virus is fake, dude.
So I guess what I'm wondering, it
doesn't really exist. It's all a conspiracy.
Is it? You think it's a conspiracy?
Yeah.
You think it's fake? Yeah. What was I going to say? You think it's fake? What? Fuck. I don't know. Did you see that the Pentagon released UFO footage?
Yeah.
People are brushing over that.
I know. I just saw a meme that said Pentagon releases proof of UFOs, and then it's just a picture of a storefront that says like 0% interest.
That's great, dude.
Nobody cares.
I don't know how they don't.
Yeah.
It's a massive thing, dude.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's kind of old news.
But they've never been like, this is what we have. Now, this is the footage, like, it's always been like that.
I mean, they're releasing stuff that isn't new. It's not new stuff. It's all been, like, shown before.
Those videos are?
I'm pretty sure. It's all stuff that's been seen before.
I thought it was our footage. Like, we've seen the Mexican Air Force or whatever.
Oh.
We saw their footage. I thought it was new. New footage that people haven't seen. Like U.S. military footage that we've never seen. Maybe I
don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, it is pretty ridiculous that nobody gives a
Now, you're sort of a conspiracy entertainer more so than a lot of people you know. Would you agree with that?
Would say that, yeah.
Not that you're full-blown tinfoil hat, the sky isn't, space isn't real, the earth is flat, like nothing like that.
Right.
But you have a very skeptical eye.
Yes.
What is the timing of this suspicious? Is there anything like you could, like why do you think they'd be releasing this now at all, or like if at all? Do you think they're like,
oh, that's a tough question.
Because a lot of people I know when a lot of like listening to a lot of conspiracy people like when the government does release certain shit, it's to take, a lot of conspiracy people believe that when this happens, it's to take our eyes off of something else.
Right. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, if that's what this is, like, what could you, like, what? I wonder what.
Or maybe they're releasing it because of what's going on right now. Everyone's worried about the immediate.
Yeah, so and people are, and
they don't care about that because it doesn't really.
And if that's what that is, it worked.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yep.
And like it's like I don't want to say it's validating because they're not straight up saying these are UFOs and this is what this is. All they did was release footage. I don't think they said anything like, "Hey, we know that UFOs are here." It's just footage that they released of unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Right. And yeah, I mean, I don't really care that much about it because after Joe Rogan had those two guys on.
Bob Lazar and then the military pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they talked about it. Like, there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. So why would we care? Like, we can't interact with them even if we wanted to.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be cool to be like, I think that like, especially for people like Bob Lazar, who's just sort of been attacked his whole life.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be like a little bit of like, maybe like a sense of relief or like a sense of like, fuck you guys for.
I guess. If his life's already kind of been ruined.
Yeah, I know, but it's got to be a little bit like validating.
Oh, yeah.
To him.
Right.
To be like, okay, like, you know, maybe I'm not like to the people who were downing him and like people who think that he's a liar and a kook and he's just full of shit. Maybe that like helps just change, like sway people's shit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
For all you who don't know what we're talking about, Bob Lazar is a scientist or aerospace engineer who had a special come out on Netflix, and they talk about UFOs. Supposedly, he worked on UFOs for the government, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He worked in the realm of Area 51.
Yeah.
He's supposedly worked there. He claims to have worked on alien technology and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you guys are interested at all, I would go listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with him. And did you watch the documentary about it?
Yeah.
It was a little rough.
Yeah, it was.
It was weird. It
did not do him justice, I don't think.
It didn't. You need to listen to the producer of that. Well, he just took a weird approach. He like made it all conspiracy and like
right.
weird. Like, don't make it that. Make it what it is. Like the information that's in there and like some of the things that they talk about and then some of the things that happen after they talk about certain things, like them getting like raided.
Mm-hmm.
It's very suspicious, but it gets muddied and like gets fucking watered down because he makes it in like this weird, like creepy, eerie sort of way.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. He ruined that. He honestly ruined that documentary.
Agree. They should have just presented the facts. This is what happened.
Yeah, like I don't know why they took it the way they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still worth a watch. Just listen to the information and don't pay attention to all the lights and gadgets that they have. Like it was just
all the weird sounds.
Yeah, and like there's like a scene where he's in a bathroom, it's just like a red light on him or something, and I don't know, they made it so weird. But the podcast was really fucking good, and I'm a little bit I think I'm a Bob Lazar believer. I think he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I believe him. But
that's just me taking it for what it was. Oh man. How's quarantine going? Dude, they say that things might start opening up soon.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I haven't gotten any word about anything.
Well, it's like everything outside the county opens up tomorrow.
The city, you mean?
Outside St. Louis County.
St. Louis City.
St. Louis.
Outside the St. Louis City, not the county. It's in St. Louis County is opening, I thought.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. What do you know, you fucking idiot?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. You know, there's scenes in Game of Thrones. A lot of people get their throats slit, and a lot of people get their heads bashed in.
Mm-hmm.
And I picture doing that to you sometimes, and it brings me a little bit of joy.
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't watch that dumb show. So
well, it's one of the greatest shows of all time. It beat NFL games in ratings.
Yeah, I don't watch.
It's like one of the only shows to ever do that.
I don't watch those either. So
yeah, I know. You don't watch anything of merit or value or like anything that is entertaining, right? You just sit in a dark room.
Yep.
I knew it. Just thinking about potatoes and sugar.
Yeah, on my wooden chair with my 2 friends.
Yeah. What do you mean? Who?
You don't know.
Well, you need to get rid of them. I'm your only friend. We're not gonna do this anymore, okay?
Okay.
You have any other friends? I allowed you to go to this farmhouse for the last time.
Allowed?
I allowed you to go to this farmhouse with this this fucking douchebag who thinks he's gonna usurp my role as your best friend. Is that hey you out there, buddy? You think your fancy farms and your trips to where'd you guys go? Florida?
I love farms. Yeah.
You guys went to Florida? Your fancy farms and trips to Florida are going to steal him from me? I don't fucking think so, okay? Because when you aim to kill the king, you better not fucking miss. This goes to all you motherfuckers out there thinking they can slide in on my girl too. When you aim to kill the motherfucking king, don't miss, okay? All right?
No one's trying to kill you, dude.
Yeah, but they're trying to usurp my roles in life. And before I sort of sat back and just said whatever, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm taking an aggressive approach now.
Good.
Okay?
Yeah.
I see you talking. I see you stalking. I see you walking in the same vicinity of my best friend or my girl. I'm delivering hands, Amazon Prime fast delivery to your face. Okay?
Default aggressive.
Yeah.
That's what Jacko says.
Yeah?
Not Jacko, Jacko.
Jacko. Where do you think he got that? From me. All right. Have you been watching Dave?
Yes.
Dude?
Great show.
I think Dave, dude, it's the best show on television right now. For those of you who don't know, Dave is a show about a rapper. It's a show about a guy named David Byrd who is attempting to become a rapper. It's about his pursuit of a rap career. Mm-hmm. It's on FX and Hulu. I've been watching. The season just ended. There's gonna be some spoiler alerts. But did you watch episode 9?
Yeah, and 10. I just finished 10.
Episode 9, fucking it's such a great show. I think Dave is on the. I think it has potential to be one of those best shows, like one of the best shows of like our generation. You know, I think it's on the level of The Office. I think it's on the level of Seinfeld. I think it's on the level of Silicon Valley.
You're already saying that one season.
I am. I think it's. I can feel it. I can feel it. I think it has all the makings. I think we get so caught up because we're watching week to week. Mm-hmm. But when you're able to watch them in succession, going back after this show, I hope it goes 8, 9, 10 seasons because I think it's fantastic. I don't know, dude. I think it's a super real, raw show. I think it captures. I think it's a great show. And episode 9, I think, was such a beautiful artistic, dude. It was the way they played the song at the beginning. With the auto tune and then the way it ends, mm-hmm. and how the meaning completely changes to that song, and how it was intended to be sort of happy, but at the end it's sad because he had to give something up. And what I wanted to talk about was about that episode. So spoiler alert coming, 3, 2, 1. That episode ends with him giving up his life with his girl because he has to pursue fame. Yeah. He wants to pursue a rap career.
Right.
And it's got to be a really hard decision to make because you're with this person, you love this person, they love you, they obviously love you. You can definitely tell she's in it for the long haul, but yet there's like something missing. And like, I guess what I want to get to is like, do you think that you could give that up in pursuit? Like, do you think you'd be able to be like, to just walk away from a relationship like that, in pursuit of like this greater, this dream that you have?
I think I could figure it out. Like, do I have to, is that the only choice?
I mean, I think in that episode, you find out that like he can't have both. Like, because he's so focused on being this. He's so focused on being a famous rapper, and he wants to make it as a rapper that he like. You have to just give up that whole side of your life pretty much, because there's just never going to be enough attention for her. So, and then he finally realizes that, like, do you think you'd be able to like just say no and like give up that side of your life?
To think I would?
Yeah.
That would be, that's hard, dude. I don't know. I don't know what it would be though. Like what it would depend on what I'm giving it up for. Like
Making it.
Just in anything?
Yeah. Why does it have to be a certain thing? Whatever you want. Like your dreams. What do you, like, is it hard to envision? You don't have dreams? You don't have aspirations?
I don't know what I want to do with my life right now. No, but
You don't have any aspirations at all?
I don't.
You are a robot, dude.
I don't know.
I thought you'd at least have something to say about this.
I mean, I didn't like how it did seem like he just quit it, but I don't know.
Well, obviously they have to make it
Right.
happen quick because they only have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like a quick little thing. But it also could be a representation of many different girls, not just one.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think I could walk away from something like that. I think I could do it. I don't know if I would do it.
Yeah, I guess that was, yeah. That episode, I don't know. It just got me thinking, like, what a fucking hard decision that would be to, like, have to pick, pretty much.
Yeah.
Being like, if I stay with this person, like, you're always going to have, like, you might always have regrets, or you might always, like, I don't know. I saw this conversation going a little bit differently in my head, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to talk about it just because it would just.
Well, like for you, it'd be comedy, right?
Yeah, but I think.
Would you walk away from the relationship if the alternative was making it in stand-up?
I think my situation is a little bit different because she also has a pursuit in a similar field, so we're sort of on the same wavelengths. But if it was a different girl and we were on different paths, I think I probably would.
Yeah.
But I'm also a person who absolutely hates being alone, and I'm very uncomfortable on my own. So I'd have to, like, I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. If I left that, I would have to figure out. I'd have to make a friend to come with me somewhere else.
I'll go with you, dude.
That's a lie.
I hope that. What do you mean?
You would not.
Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, you want to move to New York next year?
We already talked about this earlier.
Okay, let's do it. I'd be down. That's where we're gonna get into shenanigans, dude. I don't know. I was just thinking about that episode, and I was just I was just thinking about it for 2 days. I was like, damn, what a fucking hard decision that must be to, like, have to give up this. Like, do you think you can have both? Like, do you think he could have both?
Yes.
Where he's at?
I think he could.
He just wasn't with the right person. You'd have to find a person.
I am unsure. I don't know. It's
You know
tough
what?
Because, like,
What?
there's I don't know.
You know what I think? I think there are people out. I think you can find the right person. You know, it just popped in my head. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's girl has been with him through it all, and, like, to be with somebody who has this aspiration to be great has to be fucking very hard. Because imagine, like, somebody who wants to do something like Conor McGregor or Lil Dicky or all these, like, you're so, like, he's training twice a day. He's constantly watching film. He's constantly pursuing this career. You are automatically starting off taking a back seat.
Right.
But she powered through it. So I think maybe it is, it's just not the right person.
Maybe. I got a question. Is that the kind of girl you want to end up with? Someone who's always okay with being in the back seat?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's somebody who knows your potential as well as you do. Because with Conor and with Lil Dicky, they both have incredible confidence. You can tell. He always says, I'm going to be the greatest, like during the show at least. And I'm just going to take that as a representation of who he is. He calls himself one of the greatest rappers alive. So he has this great confidence. So maybe Conor McGregor's girl, I don't know if they're married, but they have kids, so I'm just gonna say his wife. Maybe she saw it. Maybe she knew. Maybe she believed maybe not just as much, but maybe she believed that they were gonna make it someday, and she just had to hold on. But the thing is that at what point do you like start to rear that back, you know? Because maybe once you taste a little bit, maybe you still want more. And maybe you're constantly always maybe you're always busy. Maybe that's just a life where you're just always busy and you're always going to take a backseat.
I feel like that kind of personality that always wants more is almost never the personality that's willing to stay with the same girl.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like, what is like the call? Like, can you bring somebody with you on your way to the top? And I'm sure it can be done. It's
definitely been done before.
Yeah, it has. It's just, I don't know. Yeah.
Man, that's a weird situation. A weird dynamic.
And then I was listening to this song, Molly, which is loosely based off of the character Allie. Or Allie's probably loosely based off of this Molly or whatever, because they're in the episode they're auto tuning and laughing and stuff, and then in the song he says, "I think back to when we were auto tuning and laughing." So I'm assuming they're all related. But like, oh my god, I totally fucking it would probably be like, what if you're dating somebody who is a singer or like a rapper, and then they like, it's got to be hard dating them because then they just make a song about you, and you're like, shit, this song's about me, you know? Imagine being Molly and just being like, fuck.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine, like, you just, like, you get into, like,
do you think she hits him up after that?
She's married. I don't know. She's married.
Right.
He talks about her being married. Probably not. Maybe just be like, I don't know. Probably not. Imagine being Molly's husband. Being like, oh, shit, how can I just make a mean omelet in the morning, you know? But, like, I can't imagine, like, being, like, having a girlfriend, and then like she's like this famous singer or whatever, and then you guys get into a fight, and then like new hit single release, like, you suck, you fucking dick, I hate you. Remember when you were sitting on the couch just watching TV, and I was wondering where you were at, and we were fighting about the mac and cheese, and you yelled at me for burning it and shit like that. Like, you're just like, what the hell? What, like, just like public fuck yous, you know? But also public I love yous. It gotta be good. It's gotta feel good. Having a song where, you know,
about you?
Yeah. At least if it's like a happy one.
Positive way.
Yeah, like a positive one. But like that one, hearing that one, you're probably like, fuck, man, he really did love me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of a serious episode.
Yeah, a little bit.
We can mix. Hey,
I like that, dude. What? I like.
You like getting a little bit serious?
I just had not, when I finished that episode, I did not really think. I didn't think about it, you know, longer than the credits lasted.
I didn't either. I loved that opening scene. I thought it was a super happy, great scene, and I loved it. So I went back onto YouTube and I watched it again. I watched it probably 3 or 4 times. And then I started reading the comments. And then they were like, oh, they break it down in the comments, like how it's like, how the whole song changes at the end of the episode.
So YouTube comments is not just a bunch of...
No, YouTube comments is some of the best shit on the planet. You laugh, you cry, you learn. I swear to God, dude. YouTube comments, you will laugh, you'll cry, you'll learn. It depends on what video you're watching. If you're watching a Joe Rogan episode, you'll learn and you'll definitely laugh. I don't think you'll cry. But that, it was emotional, dude, because like the song, like, I don't know. And then Sarah pointed out, the girl pointed out that she writes this speech about the magic and the bunny, and the bunny being the magic. And then earlier in that episode, he hits a bunny and runs over it. It's sort of like symbolic. And I was like, damn, that's a really good...
I just thought that part was funny.
Same. And then I looked back, and then she said that, and I was like, holy shit, you're right. It's like, I don't know. It's a very... I like that they went... It's
very well written.
Yeah, it's well written. It's just a well constructed show. I love all the characters. I think it's funny. I think Andrew Santino is fucking brilliant on the show. It's just a great show, and Dave Bird is a hell of an actor. He's really good.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely a Dave Bird fan now. I mean, I like Lil Dicky. I don't know all of his songs by any stretch. I only know a few.
Yeah.
But I was a big fan of that show, and I hope it goes so long because I thought it was fucking awesome. And like, dude, when he fights with his girlfriend, those fights are so spot on. Like, so she's saying the words, but I can hear my girl saying, like, I can hear it. I'm like, oh my God, they're so real. Like, it's just so real. Like, I don't, like, in other shit, like, the fights didn't seem as, like, real. Maybe I'm just more present now and I'm, like, more understanding looking back on relationships and it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It struck home for me. But yeah, I don't know. I love that show, and I'm excited. I'm pissed that it's over. But yeah, I think it's up there.
Are they doing another season yet? Have they said?
I would imagine.
sure that-
I mean,
yeah,
Kevin
I'm sure
Hart's
they are.
producing it.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a producer on that
I
show.
did not know.
Yeah, Kevin Hart and Lil Dicky, and yeah, he's producing it. The only reason I know that is because I follow Kevin Hart. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's up there with Seinfeld, Silicon Valley, and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if somebody was like, "Hey, you could be famous, or you have to give up your friendship with Tommy," sorry, Fame.
It'd be easy.
Yeah, it'd be
Easy
easy.
choice.
Bye, Fame. Tommy, what are we doing? Playing Apex? Motherfuckers. Because you're everywhere to me.
Is that how it goes? I thought it was everything.
No, the song's called Everywhere.
What else? What else you got for me?
I don't know. We're at 26 minutes. You want to take a short break?
If you want.
Do you want to keep going? You want to roll through this?
Keep going.
You can keep rolling?
I already took my poop, so I'm good to go.
All right, let me take my hat. Let me readjust. We're readjusting here. For those of you listening, I took my hat off. I like to run my fingers through my thick Chicano hair.
You need a haircut.
I know, dude. Everybody needs a fucking haircut. I can't wait till quarantine is over. I get to see my girl Christy down at Dapper Gents. She's going to dap me up with a fucking clean fade, a hard part, and I'm going to be... It's going to be wet and wild in St. Louis once that happens. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Now, let's flip it on a dime. We might have to call this one Half Serious Part 2, baby.
Half Serious Part 2.
Half Serious Part 2. So it is Shark Week. It is the big old pee time for my girl, right?
Okay.
And I've instituted...
It's so funny that you just share that openly.
Yeah, I'll share. I'm raw, dude. If you're in my life, I'm probably going to talk about you on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I do. I think, don't get embarrassed about shit. So I've instituted martial law. I have been getting hand jobs lately in the mornings. Just whatever. Yeah. She can't, she doesn't want to have sex because it's her period. You know what? That's fine. She doesn't want to have sex on her period. That's fine. I don't care. Do I take it a little bit personally? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm not good enough for period sex. I don't know. Would I get?
It's not worth it for her,
dude.
It's not worth the mess for her.
Yeah, I guess, dude. Do I want to pull out and see blood all over my penis? No, because it scares me. It just blood on my penis would scare me in any sort of facet.
Yeah.
Have you ever kind of zit on your shaft?
Yes.
Was it like a fat one?
No.
Oh, I every like fucking how
It's
long?
like maybe only once or twice though. Like it's
Yeah,
not
same. How often do the
regular
cicadas come? Every 8 years or something like that?
7 years.
It's like that.
I think
that's
I
a
think they're
zit on
two
your
different
dick
kinds.
is like the cicadas.
Right.
Yeah, once every
Cicada cycle.
Yeah, it's on the same cycle. I'll get a zit and I'll be like, oh, cicadas.
Cicadas are coming.
Cicadas are coming. But anyway, I've been getting hand jobs, and I love a hand job. I don't give a fuck. Guys talk shit on hand jobs.
Yeah. I've actually never gotten one.
You've never gotten a hand job?
Well, like just a hand
To
job.
completion?
Yeah, never. Frankly, I don't mind going the rest of my life without.
Yeah, people talk shit on them, dude.
I don't care for it. I can do that stuff myself. I don't.
Yeah, you can. You know what else I can do myself? make an omelet, but I like it better when somebody else makes it for me and I don't have to. You know?
Yeah.
Why? If I'm like, ooh, I'm in the mood to jerk off, which was what happened maybe the other day. I was like, hey, it's hand job time. She's like, okay. She spanks some lube. She spanks some lube in her hand. The lube that we have is weird. It's orange. It's Durell. What's that company?
I don't know.
The condom, the sex company. I don't know.
The sex company.
It's definitely a sex company because I know they sell condoms too. But it like smells like cinnamon or something, and I don't really like it. But
I hate cinnamon.
when she puts it in her hand, and that hand touches my penis, dude. I'll take it. It feels fantastic. She's getting better too. I don't know why guys talk shit on hand jobs. It's great. You guys, you know what I think it is that guys aren't thinking about this when they meet girls. You want to hear a joke? I actually wrote it. I wrote this joke.
You wrote a joke?
I wrote a premise for a joke.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought you aren't even writing jokes anymore.
No, I'd be writing jokes a lot.
That's weird because I haven't heard any.
Well, I know. It says hand jobs. Guys talk shit on hand jobs. Guys need to pay more attention when they shake hands with a girl for the first time. If that hand feels anything like a vagina, wife that bitch. You know? That's like a premise. Obviously, that's not a joke, but it's a premise. And I think that's true. I think maybe guys aren't paying attention to how soft a girl's hands are.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Unless it's like unusually soft.
Yeah.
I think I've met like 2 girls whose hands are unusually soft. Where it's like suspicious almost.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like it's a fake hand?
Something, dude.
I feel like a fake hand wouldn't be too soft. It'd almost be like unusually like stiff, you know?
Yeah.
If you touched a fake hand, but nobody knew. I don't know. I'm not in the fake hand making, but I don't know. I've been getting hand jobs lately. God, I feel like I dude, you know, when I'm in the car, like thinking about this type of shit, like, oh, I'll talk about getting hand jobs. I like have so much to say, and then when I sit down, I lose some of it.
Yeah, there's
so
many situations where I'm listening after, and I'm like, wow, I could have said something, like, I could have added so much more.
I know, dude.
Some of that would have been funny, and like, it's just, when you sit in this chair, my mind goes blank.
I know, we're trying to like keep it raw and right off the top of our head and not have pre-planned shit. And I'm getting a shitload of texts from the hand job queen herself. Dude, imagine if her, imagine if her parents just listen to this.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, we'll just pop in, maybe listen to episode 18. Then you have to hear about her just going to town on my wiener. But yeah, I've been enjoying them, dude, because when you don't I haven't been masturbating, so it's kind of like I'm on a masturbating cycle now. You know, she just does it. Morning hand jobs.
Every morning?
Dude, it's, you know how
It's becoming like a morning ritual?
It's sort of becoming a morning ritual, and I'm loving it, dude. I'll tell you this, because you know how if you've been listening, me and Tommy both talked about when guys wake up in the morning, it's on, dude.
It's on.
Testosterone. It's like you get a fucking injection of sexual energy / testosterone. You're rearing to go. Every morning I wake up hard, rock hard, and just ready for sex. And I've been getting morning hand jobs every morning, and it has been a game changer. It's legitimately a game changer. If you have a girl, just try it. Just do a week. Just convince your girl for a free week trial of morning hand jobs.
And then she'll be conditioned.
Yeah.
First thing when she wakes up.
Yeah, her hand will feel weird if she gets off cycle, you know? If you guys stop, she's like, why does my hand feel...
Oh, clammy.
Yeah, like it just feels like weird. I don't know. Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, morning hand jobs are the way to go. And I just realized I tossed my phone, but I have all my topics on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Because I want the people viewing to see that you guys out there are more important than people texting me, people Snapchatting me. You know, maybe it's the mayor telling me that he listened to the last episode and he really enjoyed it and he wants to go on the show. I don't care. You're going to have to wait because we have more important things to talk about, like hand jobs, giving it all up for fame, for love. Maybe you're in a green shirt, sitting on a black and yellow chair, looking over at your best friend off to the left of you. Maybe you're thinking about what his shirt looks like when it's off his body. Maybe you're thinking about his...
I'm going to be thinking about what kind of girl I want that I want to be with.
What do you mean?
Like when I said, do you want that kind of girl that rides back seat the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if that's the kind of girl that I would want.
Do you think that that's a perspective? You're looking at it in the wrong perspective. Maybe she's taking a back seat, but maybe it's just, I don't think it's like, that's necessarily what she's like is. Like, yeah, that's what she's doing. Maybe that's not what she is. Maybe she just believes in you and like is like, okay. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of girls are at home thinking, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could, if I had a boyfriend who's like chasing fame, I could do that. I think they believe that they could. But then when they see the amount of time that greatness requires, I think then that's when fights start to happen. That's when you get irritated and you think, oh, maybe I can't do this.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's how long. Because I'm sure something that is said a lot in those arguments is we just have to wait until this certain point.
Yeah.
And then I can take a step back. But I don't think that point.
Yeah, that point keeps getting pushed.
Yeah, and I don't think it ever stops.
Right.
I think it only stops when somebody realizes I've done enough. I've proved myself. But that strive for greatness, I don't think that moment is a part of who they are, where it's like, oh, I can stop. And maybe it is for some people. And I think some people have said, sure. But like Marshawn Lynch, he retired early, but then he came back. He got that itch again. And who else? Like other people. Conor McGregor tried to leave, and he's back now. I don't think anybody took that seriously. I don't know if that's necessarily a good example, but like I'm trying to relate it for like people.
Other things.
Yeah, because like that people
Yeah,
know.
it's definitely a pattern you see.
Floyd Mayweather tried to give it up. He came back. Chuck Liddell tried to come back. Like all these people get that you get that itch. You miss that grind, and you miss everybody. You miss being in the spotlight, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is that but I think it's just like this mindset where you're always like, next, what's next? What's next? What's next?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that are they doing that because they're trying to prove to that are they trying to prove themselves to, like, who are they trying to prove themselves to? Themselves?
I think at the beginning they're trying to prove everybody wrong.
Right.
Once they've done that, they're realizing maybe they have more. Maybe they, maybe it's like, it's just like always trying to be better, always trying to get better, always trying to improve. I want to be like Kevin Hart always talks about. I'm always thinking about what's next, because I want to leave the earth, knowing that I put every fucking ounce of my being into leaving this insane resume.
Now is that? I don't know what to say about that. Is that fuck? I don't know. Remember what I was gonna say. It was like, are they doing that though? Like, are they having the girl take the back seat for that? I don't remember what I was gonna say, dude.
I don't think they're having them take the back seat.
Like at what point does that become selfish? Like,
it's always selfish. I think it's selfish 100% of the way. Okay. I think you have to be selfish to be successful.
Well, okay. Do you think that? Oh man, I don't know.
Like imagine like Kobe Bryant or something, where he's like, you have to be selfish. Like, hey, we're all going to do this. So I can't. I have to practice.
Right.
Hey, babe, like, you want to hang out? I can't. I have to practice. I want to be great, and to be great, it takes more work than anybody else is willing to put into it. And obviously, it takes talent, and it takes a vision, and it takes other things, but it takes discipline, and that discipline, I think, is selfish, whether they mean it to be or not.
Yeah, they're choosing themselves over their significant other.
They are. Not because they don't love that person, but because it's like, I think it's almost an addiction. Like I think some people have so much self-belief where it's like I can't not be doing this. I can't not be I can't not be like working on this, because it's all that I think about. Like when you listen to Conor McGregor coming up before he fought Jose Aldo, Jose Aldo was undefeated for 10 years. For those of you, I'm going to catch people up. Jose Aldo is one of the greatest. It's he's one of the greatest featherweights of all time. He was undefeated for 10 years. Nobody beat him. And here comes Conor McGregor, not thinking that, just not thinking about any of that. He's rising. People are starting to recognize him, and they're like, no, and nobody. If you go back and listen, nobody thought he was going to win. Like pretty much everybody thought he was going to get murked. There's a video of like Conor McGregor proves all these people wrong, and it's like a video of everybody saying, "Hey, I don't think he can do this." And if you listen to interviews leading up, his whole life, like he talks, he's like, I think in order to be great, I think you have to be a little bit gone. You're not all there. You have to be a little bit insane to your craft.
Yeah.
And like, I think I'm like losing my, what we're talking about going into that, but it's like, he can't envision himself doing being anywhere else or doing anything.
Okay. But, at the end of the day, if your significant other says like, I need more of your time, or what you're doing, or what you're giving me is not enough, and you choose to go with your craft instead of with the relationship, you are putting yourself before the girl. So I would say ultimately it's a selfish.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
Okay. Now, having the roles reversed, would you be able to take a back seat if your girl made it big?
Like, if, I don't know, because it's hard for me to like relate, because I feel like my ambitions are kind of big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be an entertainer, and I want to be the center of attention too.
Right.
So I think it'd be hard for me, but like I'm not getting enough attention and stuff.
Yeah.
Would I be able to? I think, you know what? I think if I had different goals, I would be okay with that.
Okay.
But I think it's because I understand what and now I sound like one of those girls. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now sitting here, I think I could do it. Yeah.
Right.
I think I'd be able to. Partly because I'm in many ways really lazy, and if she's going to make it and I have a free pass to get rich without having to do much, I will hold on for dear life.
Well, is the goal to get rich or to be great?
For me?
Yeah.
It's to get rich. For her, it's to be great. If the roles are reversed.
No, I mean no. Like what is your goal though? To get rich or to be great?
Well, if I'm taking a back seat, I don't know. It just depends. Like, it depends. Like, cause like being great has so many meanings. Like when somebody says, like, if somebody's goal, like, we'll take Lil Dicky, to be great, that means to be like a world known, like recognized rapper, like one of the greatest.
Right.
And it's a very like public thing. But if I want to be a great fucking school teacher, it's just a different sort of path, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I would be able to.
I don't know if I would be able to.
I don't even have a thing, but I don't know.
It'd be hard. Well, it's just like, yeah. I don't know. It's because I think people don't understand how much it occupies your mind when you're not doing it. Like when you're not working on the craft directly, you're working on it indirectly in your head. Mm-hmm. So like whether you're out at a thing, maybe like if you're a stand-up, maybe you're like looking like not necessarily present, but present in a different way, right, because you're looking for material.
Yeah, which is where the fights in the show started.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where it comes. It's not like I have studio time. It's when you're done with studio time, you're thinking about, that verse I said back there was a little bit not how I wanted it, or maybe we switch the tempo, or I'm not a musician, but like maybe you're constantly you're just constantly tweaking in your head. You're always tweaking little things. I do that on this podcast. I'll like see something on TV and I'll be like, oh, we could do something like that, or like I don't know.
And then when you spend time with them, you're either mentally or emotionally absent.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where all the problems come. That's what makes them great though, is they're never not worried about it. You know?
Yeah.
That's the price of greatness. And we're just two 24-year-olds, so what the fuck do we know?
Yeah,
you know?
we don't know.
We don't know shit.
My dad asked me about this. He's like, "So what do you guys talk about? Like, what do you know?" Like,
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh, I don't like
Nothing, dude.
I admit openly that I don't know a fucking thing. I'm just some 24-year-old asshole.
These are just all us just shooting the shit, just kind of having a,
Yeah.
A moment.
He just laughed. He's like, okay."
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Oh, we're at 45 minutes. Should we go into poems?
Yeah, I guess so.
Our poems were dog shit this week, weren't they?
They are.
I
I didn't even finish mine.
Our poems are not finished at all. I'm going to go grab mine from the other room.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and read mine.
So the theme of this week was, what was it? Messing up a business meeting?
Business deal gone bad.
Business deal gone bad. We didn't really finish it because we were just been distracted, and I don't know. It was kind of we just forgot about it.
I'm going to go ahead and start.
Wait, no, you're not. Just tell us.
What?
What kind of fish did you catch this weekend?
I caught a catfish.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like 20 pounds almost.
Yeah, what'd you guys
It's
do
like
with it?
26 inches. It was a fat motherfucker. Anyways.
Yeah, fuck your catfish.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, okay, you ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna go first.
Yep, go.
Sitting in the waiting room, my business partner and me, in an attempt to make our product boom, we thought making national headlines was key. So we put our heads together and came up with an idea to steal our investor's daughter, his one and only Sophia.
Hey.
Walking into the meeting, confident and prepared, we sat down across our investor who was still unaware. His daughter, scared and lonely, locked in a dark basement, whose future was entirely dependent on our fathers and I arrangement. And then I was going to go into something
that's it?
like a salad tosser that tosses both kinds of salad and just all these.
Poor Sophia.
That's us.
She's trapped in that basement. We don't know if she's gonna get out or not.
Yeah, we don't know.
Damn. So mine was gonna be called "Which One of You Is It?" That's the name of the poem. Which one of you is it?
Okay.
I didn't finish it, but here in the waiting room, nervous as shit, hands all sweaty, stomach has a pit. My career's on the line. Gotta nail this pitch. Should have lotioned my butthole. Have a really bad itch, which is a real thing. I struggle with.
Because you're not wiping enough.
I don't know what it is. After waiting 8 long minutes, pondering over gloom, I hear, "Mr. Tchaikovsky, we're ready for you," just in the other room. 2 deep breaths and a pat on my chest. I'm going to show why my idea is the best. "Good afternoon," I say. "What do you got for us?" they reply. "I've got a solution," as I straighten my tie. "Office romance is popular, you cannot deny, and even sometimes an affair can stop by. I have a device right here in my hand that can fix this problem for just over $1,000. With one scan of your forehead, it'll tell me which one of you's been sleeping in my bed. It'll tell you which one of you's been sleeping with my wife. It'll tell me which one of you ruined my life. Is it you, Ron? Is it you, Steve? Is it you, Michelle? It doesn't matter who. You'll soon be in hell." And then it was going to go into, just sort of like, I don't know. It's a device that if you scan it, it'll just tell you if they're sleeping with your wife or not. Just says yes or no. I was going to go into it. But, sometimes, dude, I'll tell you what, guys. Writing poems is like fun. It's like getting into it is good. Mm-hmm. But climbing out of the hole you dig yourself is the first half is easy.
Yeah.
But the second half is a fucking nightmare trying to get out. I'll tell you that. It's like being stuck in a dream and you can't wake up. It's just a stress fest. Did you do a word of the week also?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is that all right?
I haven't made my jingle yet. So
Your jingle? Oh, yeah. We got to do that. We got to do that.
I gotta do a lot of things.
I know. So we have 10 minutes left. You want to hand me that? Let's do 3,000 questions about me. Okay.
Okay.
So, we're going to start. We've already knocked out. Okay. Here we go. Number 3.
Yeah.
For those of you who have been following along, what is the trait you most deplore in yourself?
That I'm not quick-witted, dude. I was thinking about this on my drive home this morning, but
Yeah, you wish you were more quick-witted?
yeah, I'm not at all. Like a lot of times people, like, you know how when in grade school people would make fun of me a lot?
Mm-hmm.
And I would just laugh. Most of the time it's because I had nothing to come back with.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I
Just sat there and took it.
I'm quick-witted sometimes, but sometimes, you know, I just fall flat on my feet. I also wish I was a little bit more quick-witted.
Yeah. I feel like you're pretty quick, like more so than the average person.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
But like, dude, I don't know.
But I'm constantly practicing that. Like, just as soon as anybody says anything, I'm like, oh, okay, what would be funny to reply?
Yeah.
Like, it's never like, I'm always a fan of like, this is why I love Seinfeld so much, the show, because in the show there's dialogue, and you can tell he's a person who he doesn't necessarily think of the right thing to say back. He's more trying to get the joke off, and maybe that's just a show, but I think it seems like it's kind of him as a person.
Yeah.
And I like people who are like more interested in like saying something funny than
How can I derail this situation?
yeah, like it's like there was one time where me and Sarah were in a fight, and she said something, and I made a joke like about something she said, because I'd rather land a joke and be funny than like
Then get the comeback?
then then be like I don't know. I'm trying to explain. Like I've figured out how to explain this, because like then like progress the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Like if it's like stopping the conversation in order to get a laugh, I'm gonna pick that every time. Like I'll just like I won't pick the appropriate response. I'll pick the funny one every time.
Yeah, a lot of times when the very rare times that happens to me, where I'll think of something funny, I just laugh to myself, and then I continue the conversation. And then it's always like, why are you laughing?
Yeah.
And I get in trouble for that sometimes, but
I'm trying to think of a trait that I deplore in myself. I don't know. I used to hate how embarrassed I got. I knew that. And I still get embarrassed by things, but I just far less. I've said this before, but I've made it an absolute point in my life to just not be embarrassed, because I hate feeling embarrassed about shit. So like I will accept anything.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I just am open, because what are you going to do? I've already talked about that. Oh, you get hand jobs and she doesn't, your girlfriend.
So your goal is to talk about it first, just so you don't feel embarrassed about it?
I think if you bring it to the surface, yeah, it helps you not be embarrassed about it. Like, oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I can
You
see that.
wear, yeah, there's a famous line in Game of Thrones.
Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you.
That show is just full of knowledge.
It's,
isn't it?
I mean, any good show is full of knowledge. It is. That's true. It's in Seinfeld. I can tell you it's in Seinfeld too. It's in The Office. It's in Silicon Valley. It's in all of these shows. It's there. You just have to find it in between the cracks.
Would you ever try and write a TV show?
Yeah, I'm trying to right now.
Wait, you're trying to write a TV show
Yeah.
right now?
I'm in the middle of like writing.
Is it
I'm in the
like
middle
a sketch or like a show, like a full show.
No, like a show, like Dave.
How much have you written?
Not a lot at all. I'm trying to come up with a concept, and
I see.
right now I have it. It's like about you. It's about you and me, like a best friend show, sort of.
And you're not going to share that with me?
I talked about it earlier. You said it was a fucking bad idea. Like the last time when fucking Carly was here.
Oh.
But yeah, I have a bunch. I have like 3 or 4 episodes. You know what's so nice is that nowadays you can create a show like The Office. The second season is like 20 episodes, but now Silicon Valley and Dave and all them are 10 episodes. So it's way easier to like think about.
Well, like a lot of times, first seasons for new shows are only like 6 to 8 episodes.
Yeah, true, very true. So that's like thinking of premises is hard, but I know once I start to dive into dialogue, it's gonna be really fucking hard. But yeah, I'm just seeing what it's like, because that Dave fucking inspired me. Like, you know what? I wonder if I could do something like that.
You could write
Yeah.
TV. A
If
TV
Lil
show.
Dicky thinks he could do it, like if Dave thought he could do it, fuck it, maybe I can do it.
Do you have any experience writing at all?
No. I mean, I wrote a skit in college with my friend.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was funny though.
You have written and directed a advertisement.
Yeah, I have that ad. Yeah.
Written, directed, produced. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. I mean, it was simple, and it was hard, and that was hard.
It was hard.
Writing dialogue for me is insanely hard.
Maybe we should just have the conversations and then you can write it. Or we can just record our conversations.
Well, that's what ultimately...
I bet if you record enough of our conversations, you can find patterns.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find patterns and then you'll recognize how each conversation would play out.
Well, the thing is that one's even easier because we were playing ourselves in that ad. So it's easy for me to understand what your response would be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for me to write what I think you would say in that situation because I've known you for so long.
Yeah.
But if I have to like come up, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But yeah. Like thinking of like conversations between people like me and what I would say to like a clerk at a fucking Walgreens if I'm trying to get like make a funny thing. Like I can't think of like something like that. Like and maybe that just maybe like all the writing comes from like experiences, and that's not just like, oh, that'd be funny if that happened. Maybe it's like, oh, that I actually had a conversation in a Walgreens with a lady like that went along the lines of this. I don't know. This is a super serious episode, and I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
I want to go a little bit.
This one.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, you know what I've been thinking about? We're gonna go a little bit long, but I want people to know about this because.
What?
There is when we talk about this, the girl, like any girl listener is going to not give a fuck about this at all.
Oh.
But there is a group of kids, and I know they're kids because I see their captions on Instagram and stuff, who have created content for video game lovers. It's not the content we deserve right now, but it's the content we needed. And there is a popular game called Grand Theft Auto. And when you play online, you can hack it very easily and you can change the game all you want. What they have done is created an alien gang.
Oh, yeah. Wait, how do you know it's a group of kids?
Dude, look at their posts are so like the captions are so childish. Like
yeah, this is the alien gang.
Yeah, there's a green. They created.
Auto?
Yeah, I'm gonna put just videos are gonna pop up of these guys all over the screen for you guys listening. But they're just terrorizing the world of Grand Theft Auto users. They're in a gang. They drive up. They roll up on you. They beat the shit out of you. They get back in their car and then they leave. Well, what happened is that another gang arose, and it's the purple aliens.
Yeah. People got tired of the green aliens.
Yeah, people got tired of them, and they came to stop them, and it's created a gang warfare. And the videos are so entertaining and funny if you're like a video game guy. But listen to this content. Oh my God, dude. Some of them are so...
Yeah, it got pretty active, and then the purple gang called out like attacks on the green gang, like on a certain date. So there's a all-out gang war. And now there's a third gang, the monkey gang.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of monkeys who are joining the fight.
There's an all-out gang war on Grand Theft Auto.
But yeah, there's a legitimate gang war in Grand Theft Auto. The content is amazing, and if any of the people creating this content for us are listening, thank you so much. I love seeing it. It's one of the best.
It's so weird how that just happened.
I know, and now it's
how it
blown
becomes
up.
an organized thing.
And
now it's an all-out war.
Yeah, now it is a straight-up gang war, and it blew up, and now a bunch of people know about it. I told all my friends; they're following along now. Like, it's easy to be on the outside of it, but when you're on the inside of it, it feels so big. Like it's a big thing, you know. And I love the internet for that. But listen to this. Purple aliens don't stand a chance against us. We taking them out easily. The war will be a walk in the park for us. Like, that's not that's just very, it seems not very thought out. Like, it's just, like, you could make that so much, like, an older person would have made it way different. Like, it's just, like, a straightforward, like,
I guess
write a
so.
sentence about your day.
Right.
I went to the park and walked, or something like that. Like, it's definitely little kids, I think. But it's getting like this, like one, like there's one. I'll put this one right here. There is a purple gang member in a cage, and they are throwing Molotov cocktails at him, and he's on fire.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
yet.
dude,
I've only seen a few.
Dude, yeah, it's awesome.
Did the war already happen?
No, it's just like you're seeing all the stuff gets posted every day. Like new stuff gets posted every day.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. I love following that content.
That's so funny.
I know. Yeah, this will be just like a little video game exclusive, like past, the certain mark. You get girls, you can turn it off if you're interested. Keep listening. But another thing I wanted to talk about was Call of Duty. It's changed a lot. This new one is fantastic, but it's changed a lot multiplayer wise.
A thing came up. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Why? What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I followed this like random facts account, and it was like fact number 7,434. It said in 2010 or 2000, I don't know, but a couple years ago, a 43-year-old man tracked someone's this
2011
kid's IP address, and went to his house, and choked him.
Yeah, I'll read it. In 2011, a 46-year-old man tracked down and choked a 13-year-old boy who had been taunting him in Call of Duty. That's Call of Duty in its heyday. That's it. That's at its apex. It's the greatest it'll ever be. And this is why. Shit talking back then was unbelievable. It was the best thing to do. It was so fun. It was absolutely ruthless. And that's where shit goes down. If you're a parent and you want to know like what your kid's up to, what they're being exposed to, when they say I want to buy Call of Duty, you go and get yourself your own system, get your own gamer tag, and engulf yourself in that world. You'll know. But what they're doing now is the way it used to work is you join an online lobby, and you could play with the same people for as long as that host was hosting. So you'd have the chance to play maybe 10 games, 10, 15 games with the same basic group of people. Some people might come and go, but it's usually the same people. And that's where shit talking was really bad, because it's game after game after game, and you just get, it just piles on. But what they're doing now in order to combat that is you never play a game with the same group. You're always joined in a new lobby. And I'm going to go on record saying right now that is complete and utter bullshit. And that shouldn't fucking happen.
Yeah. I would imagine that they would receive a lot of pushback from that.
They should. It takes away such a fun part of the game. It's part of the game. It will always be part of the game. Shit talking is part of the game. When you're playing something competitive, especially something like video games where you have such a high, it's like whether people agree with it or not, it's so frustrating. Video games are among the most frustrating things in the world. And tension is high, and you get pissed off easily, and you yell and you scream and you talk shit. It's never going to not be that way. So I think in order to stop trying to combat it and just let it be what it is. That's what COD is. It's rated M for a reason, because not only is there violence in there, but there's verbal assault, and it should be allowed. You should be allowed to yell it.
Verbal assault.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is. It's assault verbally. And yeah, sometimes it can be sexist. Sometimes it can be homophobic. Sometimes it can be racist. But you know what else is like that?
Usually it's all of the above.
It's usually all the above. But you know what else is sexist, homophobic, racist? Life, the real world. You are getting people, it's training young people to get ready to go out into the world.
People will be less offended.
Yeah. You think I'm a fag? Cool. That's what the dude said to me last night when I went, 25-2 kill streak wise. the online is on. Video games are meant for shit talking. Okay, it's Call of Duty. You're killing people, and I can't say a few mean things while he's on his way out. Yeah, right, dude. Hit the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that I miss in Call of Duty that I know. I just noticed the other day. I was like, oh wow, we don't stay in the same lobby anymore. I miss the shit talking. I miss people making fun of me, honestly. And I think a lot of older people who grew up in Call of Duty's heyday. I'm talking World at War, Modern Warfare 2. That's I think pretty much every COD player would agree that was its prime.
Yeah.
Black Ops you could probably throw in there too because of zombies. But yeah, I would imagine a lot of them agree with me on this. And I think the only people who have pushback are parents who don't want their kids exposed to that kind of stuff. Don't buy them the game. If you don't want your kid exposed to that, don't buy them the game. Don't lessen the product because you have a problem with it. Because I do think it's lessening the product. I don't think the experience is better when everybody's nice.
It's not.
No.
You're right.
And on that note, everybody...
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I guess we'll sign off here. If you are listening, thank you so much for listening. Everybody, I don't know if this app's lying to me, but we got listeners in Ghana now. If you're a listener in Ghana, thank you so much for listening.
Do we really?
Yeah, everybody listening. If you're listening and you're out on the outside of the U.S., thank you so much. It's very cool if it's true.
Yeah,
we really appreciate
it.
Yeah, tell your friend you're Ghanan. Tell your African friends.
Ghanaian.
Tell your friends. Everybody else also tell your friends. Tell everybody about it. If you're a new listener, thank you so much for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit more of a serious episode. We like to keep it loosey-goosey, but hey, sometimes there's shit that we want to talk about that's a little bit more serious. We're friends. That's what we fucking do. This is life. Sometimes life's funny. Sometimes life. Yeah, such is life. But anyway, if you're new, thank you for giving us a shot. We hope you continue to listen to us. If you're a returning listener, thank you so much. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much. We hope you enjoy it. We put a lot of work into the YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, rate and review us on iTunes. If you're on Spotify, keep on doing your thing. I was thinking also, do you think it's okay that we say dirty boys, naughty girls, or does that sound weird?
I don't have a problem with it.
You know?
No, but I could see... No, actually, yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't really care.
Should we just say Just Jokes Fam? Should we come up with a new sign up?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
We'll try it out. We can try out a bunch of different stuff.
All right, we'll try. Well, you're hearing it now. We are officially retiring Dirty Boys, Naughty Girls. We are expanding. We're still trying to find our voice here. This is us.
Right.
We're still trying to figure out who we are podcast wise, you know? So on behalf of that, Just Jokes Fam.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy, everybody. We out.